Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new league, which is the League of Extraordinary Trainers, or LET for short. And this is season 12, and we are in the Master Ball division. So, our week one opponent is Sven, and his team is the Gothenburg Sphealers. So, Sven was our opponent in the finals last season, which we managed to win. But this time we are facing him week one, and his team has the Gouging Fire, Hydrapple, Blastoise, Pydops, Pesharant, Urshifu, Single Strike, Klefki, Chinchino, Rhydon, and Kilowattrel. So he has some good threats, but I do have checks for a lot of them, especially like he has the physical threats of Gouging Fire and Urshifu, which I do have a great task that does wow them pretty good. His most annoying one for me is gonna be the special ones like the Hydrapple, which is like very bulky and has regenerator, and it was also one of his Terra captains, so I don't know what he's gonna Terra into, and it's gonna be hard to stick damage onto that thing, and just a nuisance to deal with. Besides that, he also has the Blastoise, which is his another Terra captain. So Shell Smash Blastoise shouldn't be a problem since we do have a Primarina, but since it's Terra, it can be Terra Electric or Terra Grass to break past our Primarina. But if it does Terra, that means Hydrapple doesn't Terra. So yeah, so that's good for me in one way, but bad for me in the other. Besides that, I think the kilowatt roll is also a big problem because I do not have a good switch into both electric and flying types at the same time. Because my ground type is weak to flying and my flying resist is like B sharp, and the Rotom fan which doesn't resist electricity, so water might be an issue. So the first one I'm bringing this week is the Great Tusk. So it's a physically bulky Great Tusk with Earthquake, Body Press, Rapid Spin, and Knockoff. This week does have a item cost, so I can't run like leftovers on everything. So I do have a helmet instead on this mon. So yeah, it's basically here to just soak some damage from Gouging Fire and Urshifu and just do damage back with Earthquake and Body Press. Yeah, so basically it's gonna be our physical work for this week. Next up we have Primarina, which is gonna be the backup for Great Tusk. If Great Tusk dies trying to stop one of the two, then Primarina's job is to take over. It's also physically defensive, and I'm running a sub calm mindset because I do feel like I have opportunity to set up sub on quite a few of his more, especially like the cliff key, or if it's like a Ushifu that's logged in with the choice item. So this is gonna be our main defensive mons for this week, trying to check his physical threats. Next up we have our Salaman. So Salaman is gonna be our main sweeper this week. We are running Lamberry Dragon Dance. Lamberry is mainly because the cliff key can always paralyze us with 2 I was thinking of running Terra Electric, but then I think I can't do great against the Hydrapple if it's like Terra Fairy or something. Fickle Beam will just obliterate us. That's why I decided to go with Terra Fairy instead. So we are Earthquake, Terra Blast, and Dragon Claw, and I'm running Moxie. I don't feel Intimidate helps me a lot because Kushivo doesn't care for Intimidate, and Gouging Fire I'm not too worried about with Salamence because we are faster and we can knock it out with Dragon Claw if it's not boosted. So yeah, so this is gonna be try our main win con this week. Next up we have the Terrapagos. So Terrapagos is gonna be our breaker. I might just lead with it and just try to break as many monsters as I can. It's also a secondary check to something like the Blastoise, cause like Blastoise won't be able to kill us with our ability on. I just realized I do have two Lamberries, so I probably have to switch the Lamberry on the Terrabagos. I'll probably go with something like a Chopper, cause like Urshifu close combat might be able to take one hit if our shell breaks. So yeah, I might try and lead with it since like I don't know how much hazard stacking is gonna be because I have like one of the best hazard removals around here, and like I also have Cinderella's suit for like code changing any waves or spikes. So yeah, so I'm getting the boost on Cinderella's. I probably just go with the chopper on this one. So yeah, basically the plan is to just rock polish and if possible set up a calm mind and then just use Terra Starstorm to deal as much as possible. He's only normal star with two grounds, so we don't have to worry about that. We can just art power the rest. So that is gonna be our one of the breakers for this week. Next up we have the B sharp. So B sharp is there just for some defensive purpose. I do have rocks on it, and I have like two dark moves, so it's like useless against Urshifu and Klefki, but it's mainly here to like soak up some hits from Hydrapel and Kilowattrel and set up rocks, spread some para. Yeah, so it's just like a damage checker for some of his mons. And our final one is gonna be the Cinderace. So yeah, it's just a basically normal Cinderace. We have U-turn Pyro Ball, which is most of his team, and Sucker Punch for priority for something like a Sail Smash Burst. And I have code change because I don't think I needed another move just in case he decides to like spike stack with Cliff and Spide Ups. I can just code change my hazards around his side. So yeah, that is gonna be the team for this week. Now let's move on to the battle. Okay, so we have connected with Sven, and looking at his team, he has brought most of the monsters I did expect, but he has brought the Spide Ups. Didn't bring the kilowatt trails, so that's fine. I'm less worried about speed ups than kilowatt trails. But yeah, I think Cinderella's read is fine. I can just U-turn out on whatever he leads off with. If it's the Clef Kid, I might have to switch out to B-Sharp because I don't want Ace to be paralyzed. But hopefully it's gonna be like something like the Spide Ups or maybe the Hydrapple, because I do want to know out if he wants to tear out the Hydrapple and what Terra type the Hydrapple is, so I can deal with it much better. But yeah, let's see what he leads with. But yeah, our game plan is gonna be simple. Just take the hits and try and sweep with Salamence. Okay. So he leads with Big Apple, yeah, that's definitely the Hydrapple. Lead with Cinderace. So we have no business staying in, so I'm just gonna turn out. Depends on if he terras what I switch in. Let's see. So he does terra. It's terra dragons. So that means he's probably very offensive. I can just switch out into Primarina, hoping for a Fickle Beam, but I don't know if he's gonna predict, and I don't want to lose Primarina turn 1, so I think I'm better off just switching into B sharp. Yeah, it should be able to take whatever it throws off, so it does go for the Fickle Beam, and it's the State Fickle Beam, and yeah, that's definitely aspects. Okay, so let's just try and paralyze this thing. I don't think he has a ground type, so T-Wave should be effective on anything. this thing's gonna be a problem if I cannot set up with Primarina because I only have draining case. Don't think draining case is gonna do a little. It's not gonna do a lot. So yeah, it does switch out and switches out to a big spy. So I think that's the Spider of Sia. So I was not worried about this thing. So paralyzing it isn't gonna be a big issue. So he's probably just gonna first impression U-turn or set hazard. So yeah, Tusk is probably the best bet. I just realized I named my task wrong. It should have been Black Task. Yeah, my S key has been having some issues, so probably that. But just set out the T spike, so I'm just gonna spin this away. Yeah, chunk, I guess. And what does he go for? He goes for the circle throws. And we avoid, yeah, I'm not too worried about throw, but yeah, I can just knock, I think, if side him off. That didn't do a lot, and it's citrus berry, so total of the citrus berry does go for the circle, so does like little, and I think it did like twice back with helmet. But Bishop comes out, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I would have liked anything over Bishop, but yeah, we have to go back to task now. And he's really wants those T spikes, but he didn't bring a ghost tab as well, so spin is pretty free. Get those hazards away. I mean, in hindsight, it would be better if I got my Cinderella so I could like code change those spikes back. But yeah, he goes for the circle throw again. And what does it send out? So I get mains now. So this is pretty good because I can just Dragon Claw here. Yeah, I can just Dragon Claw and kill this thing while getting a Moxie boost. Okay, so probably the Cliff Key is gonna come in now. I do have the Lamberry, so I'm not too worried about T-Waves unless it goes for something like Magnet Rise or a Reflect. That would be the more annoying thing. But yeah, Cliff Key comes out. I think I'll just go for the EQ. If it's not max defensive, it should. If it's just max HP, I should kill. Unless it's Shook, of course, but let's see. Yeah, he didn't. Okay, so probably going for offensive move and we just knocked it out. That's a great unfortunate, but I have no idea about his investment because I think it should kill anyways if it's not max defense. But yeah, I think we do if one hit anyways if it going for a D-Gleam or a Play Rough. I probably should have just Terra there, but I didn't want to reveal my Terra type. You also probably could have gone for Foul Play as well, now that I think of it. Yeah, probably should have Terra, but yeah, we did get bailed out by the Great. So now the question is what Blastoise he is, because if he's not defensive, then I think I might just knock his whole team out with these Salamence. But yeah, let's see. But since he's taking this much time, I am thinking he might be not the defensive Blastoise. So I don't want to take Ice Beam. So I think I will Terra here. And do I kill this thing out? So I don't think I do if it's max. But if it's like man no bug, I shoot. But if it's like one of those bulky shell smash variants, then I might not again. So yeah, let's just Terra and go for the Terra Blast and see how much it does. We are not max invested, so there is a chance that we do not kill. Anyways, goes for the Terra Blast. It should do a good chunk. And we almost killed this thing. It just repaired one, and it does go for the shell smash. So it's probably one of the bulkier shell smash variant, but that's fine. I still have ways to revenge it. I don't know if I die, but probably due to a surf because it's in torrent range. So yeah, I don't think there's a reason to try and save this thing. It already destroyed harvesting anyways. Yeah, this should kill us. Yeah, we do faint. So now I can go to B sharp or Cinder's, go for the sucker punch, but I don't think I want to go for those shenanigans. I think best to just go to Terrapagos because we do always see one hit due to our ability. And then I think we can just kill this thing with the Terra Star Storm. So we get our Terra Shell. Oh yeah, we can just kill it with Terra Star Storm. It goes for the surf. The shell distorts the type matchups and we will resist it. It does quite a lot. Yeah, but it also wouldn't have killed us if we were at full apparently. So yeah, Busters goes down. Probably brings in the Urshifu now. I probably will just have to stay in with the Terrapagos if it does bring in the Urshifu because I don't want to risk a sword stance setup and then other things. So I think I'll go for, I don't know, Terra Star Storm or maybe a Rock Polish to be faster for it than the next turn. Because Sword Stance variant often doesn't run Sucker Punch. I don't know if it has Sucker Punch or nothing. So yeah, if it's banded I just die, but if it's not I'll just Rock Polish and try to fire off a move next turn. So yeah, he does have Sword Stance. So that means he has probably dual stab and something for the Primarina. He might not have Sucker Punch, so yeah, just go for the Terra Star Storm. Don't wanna go into any Sucker Punch mind games. If he has Sucker Punch, he has it. Can't do anything. So he doesn't go for the Sucker Punch. This should put some good damage. Yeah, it almost just knocks it out. Yeah, he has Jukepuro and this should kill us. Yeah. So this thing goes not a problem, but I do have a way out. I'm just gonna go into Primarina to scout for his coverage move, and now I can double to Tusk because it will die to Rocky Helmet unless it's protective pairs, but I don't think he has a reason to run pairs here. Okay. Hopefully he didn't have any coverage move and just went for the CC, but at least it will take that thing down. Okay, so he has Trailblazer as his coverage. Didn't do a lot. He goes +1 speed, but yeah, the helmet should knock it out. So Shifu goes down. So the apple is definitely coming out now. And it's still gonna be an issue now. So I still need task for the gouging fire, so I think I do have B sharp as the sack, so I'll just go out into B sharp and see what it locks itself into. I doubt he goes for that dragon move. Yeah, he just goes for energy ball. Yeah, it does a lot less. I think I'll just paralyze this thing. I don't think Lash Out is gonna do a whole lot. Or Sucker Punch. So another energy boot should knock us out. Yeah, it does. So now my only resist is unfortunately Cinderace, and I don't think I can use something different than Pyro Ball, because I'll just probably get awkward. So yeah, it's gonna be just Pyro Ball it down. It did a chunk. Energy Ball does a whole chunk. Yeah, we just have to Pyro Ball this thing and then finish it off with Task or Primarina. He gets better, that's unfortunate, but I don't think it mattered at this point. But yeah, Pyro Ball again. Another energy ball, we should be in very, yeah, we do survive. So now I think I'll go for my biggest damage, which is the Sucker Punch, because I don't want to U-turn into something and get it killed by the energy ball. If he switches, I would probably just have to U-turn to Task, but yeah, he didn't switch. So we almost knock it out, but not quite so. But Cinderace will go down to the energy ball. But it is pretty low now, so I think Tusk can come in, and I think I should be able to pick it up with a rapid spin. It will be sad if this thing does rapid spin doesn't knock it out. Yeah, it does. To get the speed boost, so I should be faster than Gouging Fire now. Unless it's of course Scarfed, which I doubt it's gonna be. We can put some good damage with EQ now, and Primarina should be able to pick us over if it doesn't manage to knock us out. I doubt I'm gonna OHKO it. I don't have any attack investment. And yeah, it might be Shuka as well. Let's see. Go for the EQ. Yeah, it does around 70%. He just goes for the T-Dance. Yeah, that's fine. I think his best move for us is Flare Blitz, because it crash is very weak against us. If he does go for the Blitz, he might just die to recoil and helmet. So he goes for the Flare Blitz, it doesn't even knock us out. And he dies to helmet and recoil. So yeah. So yeah, Gouging Fire goes down, and that's gonna be week one for us. We managed to get a 2-0 victory, and so that is gonna be for this week. We'll be back next week.